9. 8 clams. 8. 7 diamond fish. 7. 6 seahorses. 6. 5 starfish. 5. 4 jellyfish. 4. 3 striped fish. 3. 2 shrimp. 2. 1 fin fish. 1. 0.
Welcome, everyone, to my giant face on the screen. This is Non-Productive. We are live on all the places you probably don't want to go on anymore because of the horror of social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and coming soon, LinkedIn, because we have got no other options left. That's it. That's all we're doing. It's a great special episode today. I've been trying to get this guy on for probably 5 years that he's been doing this. We have a Geek March Madness spectacular that is near and dear to everyone's hearts. We're going to talk about the Muppets, and we're very excited to get the commissioner of the ATA, All Time Action, none other than Mr. Eric Albert. Eric,
what's happening, Frank?
How you doing, man? It's the first time we've actually talked to each other.
Fantastic.
Not real space at all, right? This is we were talking before show, so it's, I guess, a slight lie that we have never spoken face to digital face before. We have a lot of history in like the same circles of comedy, air quotes on comedy, from like decades ago. So we're probably going to find pictures of us at the same sad bar show from 2012. But as far as our memories are concerned, our old man memories, this is the first time we've actually interacted. And we're covering, of course, All Time Action's biggest, latest bracket.
Well, it's a big one. You put the numbers up in the beginning, and it's like starting from 10. I was like, that's 128 this time.
Yes, it is 128 characters in the greatest Muppet of all time competition. This is legally enforced.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, what we decide through this competition, what the American people and whoever else is logged into Facebook at that moment decide is legal tender. You cannot debate it. We're going to figure it out. Eric, how long have you been doing this? The brackets on the internet for free for people.
The brackets have been daily since May of 2020 because we needed something to kind of do during the pandemic and shutdown. Mm-hmm. And when March Madness wasn't a thing and nobody was betting on sports and there was nothing happening, and I was working at a car dealership watching somebody armchair quarterback divorce court, I was like, we need something. We need something to argue about that's kind of sports related. And everybody loves action movies. So we started off with the best action hero movie of all time.
Yeah.
And we went, best action movie hero, I should say, of all time. And then it just spiraled and pretty much goes every month. One like this one where it's 128, it's going to run a little bit longer. We were talking about that earlier today.
Yeah. And I didn't think we were going to go, but immediately it sparked in me. Like, we're going deep right away. We need something to argue about that's not like life or death.
Yeah, no despair.
Yeah, there's no despair here. It's fun to talk. This is why sports are important. A lot of geeks a lot of geeks like me, to be blunt, will not get it. They're the people who say superb owl when it's the Super Bowl. Like, it's kind of a big deal. You know what it is. You know where the space goes. But we've kind of got conditioned to like think of sports as a not us problem. But I think sports and just competition, friendly competition, is essential to keep us sane. And yeah, all time action has been that for me. It's one of the reasons I keep going back to Facebook. So you're to blame.
It's the only reason I'm on there every day.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, you do these competitions all the time. That we'll have links to the group and what have you.
Yeah.
You could just find
Generally, it runs 4 matchups per day, so one from each region and whatever's going for that day. When it pairs down and there's only, the East versus the West portion of the bracket left, you only get 2, and then the championship, obviously, there's only 1 match that day, and we'll skip once there's overlap. But for the most part, 4 matchups per day on 3 p.m. Eastern. We usually pop.
Yeah. I think that's when it usually comes in. And people get very passionate, but like appropriately passionate, where they don't lose their minds on it, which is fun.
Which I'm sure you'll be doing with this bracket.
I am so angry at you already. I honest to God, I'm so mad at you already.
Would we say you're frothing at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. Yes. In fact, as we speak right now, I was going to go in this like completely blind, but I've already voted for this like some of the first games. And
it's
literally just a minute ago, Debo and Biff. No, wait, what the hell?
That was the bully
one. And that actually went amazing. I love that Debo and Biff were the last 2. They are like, to me, for best bully. Yeah, Friday versus Back to the Future. There's like, it's a different perspective of realism, but still fun enough where like you're talking about a fun character. That's a whole nother podcast.
I was pretty pleased with the way that one ran. Sometimes the group gets behind something where most people, well, I wouldn't say most because they win, but where you wouldn't expect them to jump behind, and we get a winner that's from left field.
Yeah,
I'm sure you've had a couple of them where you're like, that one, what happened?
Yeah, you're just why
am I even doing
this happen? And we don't get a ton of Bodie McBoat faced, like just somebody jokingly picking something that doesn't make any sense. People get passionate and dumb about it, but it doesn't usually go completely off the rails. I'm trying to remember who of the 2 people in the band that are up against each other. I think it was Lips and Zoot. Yeah. So what the hell? Round 1. Yeah.
That was the problem with this bracket. So when we do it, most of the time I'll rank them. This time I looked at the field and I was like, I'm going to save myself some sanity, hit the random number generator, and just plug them in wherever the hell they land. And, there's a couple round 1 matchups that are fun because of that. And then there's a couple that are, they are what they are.
Yeah.
Today's matchups, we've got 4 going because today's round 1, day 1. And you brought up the Battle of the Electric Mayhem. Yeah. It's Lips versus Zoot.
Yeah, that's criminal as far as I'm concerned. I love the fact that you did random number generator to seed these because one presumes you're not completely insane. I actually think probably you have a loved one who's looking out for your sanity. Maybe
I do. She also forced this upon me because she's been trying to get this Muppet tournament going for months now, and that's my fiance Paige. And you can thank her for some of the deep cuts in here.
Oh
like I didn't know who the hell Cammy was, and she's like, "No, you have to grab the Muppet that's got AIDS that met Bill Clinton."
Yeah, like, you got to do that.
Hey,
it's a hate crime if you don't. Yeah, there's some amazing ones in this. Oh my God,
we need representation.
I love the fact that you just admitted that your relationship was probably just a long con from her to get you to do this, which is. You know what? Deserved.
I mean, if she got a Muppet tournament and a ring out of it, she won.
There you go. That's the definition of winning. Yeah. So glad you did the random seed, but you put thought into the regions. Walk me through the regions in this one.
Well, honestly, the regions were just happenstance. You got East, Midwest, South, and North, I believe. They're always broken up that way, whether it's for, you know, the only time we did a three-way in the first round
I should
was, I
share the
think,
screen. So I'm like staring off in the corner and I'm like, oh. So here's it. I thought, because I missed the preliminaries were
yeah,
when we were talking about the ranking in. I for a moment there thought that the regions were going to be like Muppet or Jim Henson property associated. So there's none. Oh, that's
yeah,
so much
there's
better.
none.
That's so much
Everything
better.
is
'Cause you're not going to get like
just
Cur-
scattered throughout.
yeah. All right, because
Because
you're
you
not going to
can't
get like
you can't
Kermit
give too much
or
weight
like
to you
Gonzo.
can't give too much weight to one thing over the other.
Yeah, because then you're going to end up being like the winner of the bear in the big house. I don't know whatever the hell
Yeah.
that is.
I
Like, who
mean,
cares about that one? Yeah.
exactly. Like we talked about that before. If for everyone who hasn't, been in the group and seen what we did, prior to the main bracket seating, we did some preliminary play-ins, and they were with, Muppet style properties. Let's call them Muppet cousins. That
Muppet
some
Cousins.
people would
Flirt.
probably complain about them not being included. So we just said, here it is. Here's dinosaurs. And you get two from there. They'll get thrown into the main bracket and have fun. If they go far, good. Your favorite made it through, but they're not going to win.
Yeah.
It was more of a shut your mouth inclusion kind of thing.
Old time action DEI. That's awful. But yes, so I don't want to go through the entire bracket. What are some of the
No.
cool pulls that you want to talk about?
Well, we could talk about the quick, like what we were talking about before. Like Sam and Friends had a play-in. So Jim Henson's precursor to the Muppets.
Yes.
So out of that, Sam won, being the namesake. And then number 2 out of that was Icky Gunk, who's like that snake kind of thing. And they got some votes, and then they're in the main bracket. We also did Dinosaurs, which was mentioned. You mentioned Bear in the Big Blue House.
Yeah.
Which also Jim Henson Creature Shop. The Animal Show with Stinky and Dave, and to no surprise to anyone, Stinky and Dave made it through. Hooray. The one that I thought would cause a little bit of friction was the Wubulous World of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, all right. And that's, I don't even know if I could adequately share this. It's probably not worth it. But yeah, you've got the Cat in the Hat, obviously, the Fox and Socks. These are so for people who don't know, there were Jim Henson's workshop created puppet for this PBS show, but relatively
it was Nickelodeon, honestly.
Was it?
I think, but
yeah,
I could be wrong.
And yeah, these are characters that are, I would consider them more Dr. Seuss characters than Jim Henson Muppet characters. Even though, like you said, someone's going to come out in the comments, hopefully, and argue that none of these characters are Muppets, because Muppets is a very specific, legally defined thing, according to the Disney Corporation, I guess.
That was the funny thing that Paige initially brought up when we were going over all of this. She goes, you can't include Sesame Street. And I go, what do you mean we can't include Sesame Street? She goes, they're not Muppets. And I go, excuse me? And
they're real?
So I got an education there on, the Muppets are the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
The Sesame Street characters that are Muppet-esque are more Jim Henson Creature Shop creations or Sesame Workshop creations. Right. And where do you draw the line? And it got too muddy with like the year of, Henson's dead, so now they don't count this. Yeah. And I was like, let's just do the whole thing so nobody cries.
Yeah. Yeah, and they are going to cry. I mean, basically, like you said, they're going to complain
Yeah.
People are going to complain no matter what. So you might as well just do what you want to do.
Include everything,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah. And that way, when inevitably Baby Bear wins, just sweeps the tournament, you could put an asterisk on it and do it again.
Now, you love throwing asterisks on every tournament we've done.
Every turn. If there is an inch, and this is serious to me, I'm deadly serious about this. If you misspell something once, I will asterisk this
Yes,
whole damn thing.
I'm fully aware. We've had a couple that go out that spell check. I didn't reread it before I scheduled the post for later on during my work day.
Yeah.
And it goes out, and I'm trying to remember what the funniest one was. I don't even know. It was something ridiculous, and it wasn't exactly what the choice was. And we're like, well, we can't vote for that now. That must have hurt them completely. That's why they lost. It's like
it's an
they
asterisk.
weren't going to win the whole tournament anyway. Let's be serious.
You didn't hyphenate Spider-Man. You said Spider-Man. Nope, asterisk. He's not
always hyphenate Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's essential. So those of you who are trying to comment, some are being held up in the queue. Probably YouTube and Twitch are your best bet. Facebook is a little particular about how you comment, but keep trying. If it gets through, it gets through. If it doesn't, your opinion didn't matter. That's what Zuck said. Don't blame us. We can't help it. There's probably something you have to do for permissions in terms of that. But all right, the rest of you. So I feel like I want to know. So there's other people who've done this competition before, and you can almost predict who the top Muppet is going to be, right? Like it's Kermit, right? It's Miss Piggy. It's Fozzie the Bear. It's Gonzo. It's going to be one of those.
I took a look at what certain places have done in the past couple of years, and Rotten Tomatoes did one, NPR did one, Vulture, BuzzFeed, this site called Golden Derby that I've never heard of before, but it came up. So, those were the 5 most recent that I saw, and they date back from 2018 up to 2023. And 3 out of the 5 winners was Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Are we going to see something different? I don't know.
I feel like historically in this group, which kind of accidentally has a lot of comics in there just because of the circles we run in, but not all, obviously. You can it's open to join. I feel like this group makes some passionate arguments for some dark horses, and I've seen that run away with us in the past. So I'm hoping we're going to get a few more.
That's how Molaram won the second tournament we ever did, which was most evil bastard in action movie history. Because when you enslave children...
I was like, that's not true, but you're right. Enslaving children probably puts you a little bit up on the list. I mean, modern politics aside, but I could see some of these characters making it. I think Two-Headed Monster is a long shot, but possible. Ghost of Christmas Past, because of the timing of this, might be just before the holiday season. So I think it might work. Yip Yips.
We're gonna wrap up before Halloween, so I don't think we're going to be right along that, which is why it might lean a little bit more towards the Count.
Oh, the Count, yes, I do like, and I think I've voted for Icky Gunk in terms of the Salmon Friends, because he's just such a creepy. This is a weird. No, I mean he was one of the 3. I picked Sam because I have to, Icky Gunk, and then that weird kind of that face. What was his name? Oh God, I think he was like 3rd on the list from the vote. I probably closed that tab already. Yeah, I did already. I'm not going to figure it out, but he was, I didn't know his name. And that's another thing Eric does. He actually finds images for all. Yorick is who I'm thinking of. You find images for all these characters and you put them in the poll, so you immediately know who you're voting for. It's not like Facebook makes this easy, man. You do this every game. That's insane.
It's time consuming, but we get there.
It's insane. Yeah, York is one of those characters. I was like, I don't really remember. And then I took one look at him. I'm like, this nightmare fuel with the human hand?
It's the
Oh,
skull.
yeah, it's bad. It's not good. And I voted for him. He didn't make it, and that's fine with me because I don't need to see that hanging around Halloween time. Do you have a particular like one you think is going to be amazing right out of the gate?
Right out of the gate, I mean, I handicapped the whole thing because from the sports background on it, I kind of have to do that, and
Mhm.
I have to stop myself from doing things like that because I'm just like, what's going to happen? What's projected? But the way I see it right now, and I don't know if I'm right, but I see Kermit coming out of the East, Statler and Waldorf coming out of the Midwest, Animal coming out of the West, and Gonzo coming out of the South. But
That's
we
a
can
solid
break
final.
down every region because I've gotten it pretty much, squared away, if you want to say.
Yeah,
We've got today's matchups, which is Lips and Zoot, like we mentioned before, but then we got Beaker versus Rudy. So that's you know, the choice of separating duos was done basically on the can they stand alone on their own 2 feet merit. That's why I kept Statler and Waldorf together.
hmm
I don't think they get votes if it's just Statler.
I don't
You
think
know,
anyone can make a real. I mean, there are some Muppet freaks out there, and you're engaged to one, it seems, but but like you would be really hard pressed to be like, I love Statler, but the other guy, whatever. I think
yeah,
like even when they're writing the jokes, they're like, it goes to whoever is. It's the back and forth. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
right. Like Bert and Ernie. It's Bert and Ernie, but you look at it and you go, well, they can stand on their own 2 feet.
Yeah,
Like
they have personalities on this thing.
Ernie's gonna go further than Bert. Let's be honest.
Yes, if you're saying who's fun to have at a party and not who you want to kick their ass. No offense, Bert, but Bert is a persnickety little. Yeah, I get it.
You leave that man alone. He loves pigeons.
He does love pigeons, and that's good. And he has had a rough life. It seems like he's the Muppet most likely to be played by Randy McDowell. I feel like he was like he's kind of like he auditioned for Psycho, is what I'm saying. There's a lot going on behind
Oh, jeez.
upstairs.
Now I'm just picturing him in the wig.
That would be great. Yeah, I see that. I see where he would connect. Which ones stand on their own and which one don't. Are there any other matches for today or no?
Oh yeah. So we've got Beaker versus Rudy. Rudy being the brother of why am I blanking? Is it Abby Cadabby?
Abby
Yeah.
Cadabby's the fairy. Is Rudy the brother of the fairy?
No, Abby Cadabby's mom is the fairy godmother, and
but she's a fairy.
Rudy's the stepbrother.
Ah,
And then the lunch encounter monster goes up against Joe the legal weasel today.
yeah. And
And
honestly, I feel like I'm gonna try to sway things as much as I can. Joe the Legal Weasel is hilarious, voiced hilariously, fun character. Lunch Encounter Monster looks cool. I don't remember much about him.
Okay. Then the last one we've got for today would be Murray Monster with the unfortunate draw getting trucked by Gonzo.
Wow. Done.
Yeah, like he's getting steamrolled. Let's not sugarcoat it. We know that Murray stands no chance.
No. It's wow. And as of this live broadcast, 0 votes.
Oh, not even a pity vote.
Yeah.
I
love the people who throw out the pity votes happen. How does a pity vote ever swayed anything? I don't think that's ever happened. Or
no,
yeah.
I don't think it's ever swayed anything, but it might, get a couple pity votes thrown its way to where, it's not getting completely shut out, but you might see it jump up to like, 5 or 6 votes.
Yeah. All right. So that's fun. Let's do a little projection. This is tomorrow's games, right?
Tomorrow's games are going to be the lower portion of the quadrant. So if you go down,
Yeah. I think I'm on. Is this? Oh, this is the. There we go.
I have
So
to pull
Bean
it up
Bunny
on
and
my
Sam.
phone. And I have to pull it up on my phone because I can't read that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can zoom in for everyone out
All right. So yeah, we got
There we go. That's better.
Perfect. So we got Bean Bunny versus Sam.
Sam Eagle or
Nope, Sam from Sam and Friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Oh, this is a tough one. Bean Bunny is a cutie. He's a cutie patootie. In this competition, it helps. But Sam is iconic for like big Henson heads.
Right.
Up against
Cross.
Yeah, Junior Gord. Oh, Prairie Dawn. Damn.
Yeah, those are both like middle of the road picks. They're not really going to go far, but they could have a little bit of a run. Junior Gorg he's fun. It's that Fraggle, fumbly hands kind of, and then Prairie Dawn is just iconic for being around for so long.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Of course, asterisks. Neither of these are Muppets. Asterisks. But
we're not including Fraggles in the Muppets, are we?
I don't think they are Muppets. I don't think
See, that's where the problem lies. And then you go, well, screw it, just include them.
Yeah, definitely. Much of Emmett Otter isn't Muppets. Almost everyone except Kermit's in it. So, what are you going to do? How are you going to sleep at night, Albert? How are you going to sleep at night?
You got to put them in. You got to put them in.
Oh, this is a tough one. All right. And the next one, we got the Grinch and Yolanda.
Yeah, Yolanda the Rat, Rizzo's chick.
Yeah. The Grinch has got the name recognition. I bet you anything most people in the group aren't going to have watched the puppet version of the Grinch.
Exactly. So you'll get the purists who will be going anti-Grinch.
Yeah.
And, you see a lot of that with, picks like these that go in as that's the combatant going for the day. And you got people just going off of name recognition, and it'll start to steamroll. And that's when the vocal comments come through. Does it sway anybody to change their vote, or are people just voting once and then getting the hell out of there? I don't know.
I think it sways the vote. I think you should leave angry comments all the time, and maybe even send a friend request, Eric Sway, and just try to sway him with cash. Venmo, Cash App. He accepts all kinds of products.
I do accept, but no need for doing that.
Yeah, he can't do anything about it.
More than likely, I'm on your side.
You could send money, and you might get one extra vote on your side, but that's it. You can't change anything about it.
On a contest that actually means nothing.
Yes, which is the best kind, like we said. And the last one for tomorrow's round of games is Betty Lou versus Gabriel. Name alone, I don't recognize.
Gabrielle, Gabrielle the Muppet. Hang on, let me see if I can pull her up. What you would know her from.
This is, I recognize Betty Lou now that I pulled her up on, what is this called? Muppet Wiki. What a original name. I'm going to share this tab right now. That's Betty Lou. Looks very familiar.
And then Gabrielle would be right there.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
So it's a Sesame Street Muppet.
Yeah.
Part of the New Guard. I'm trying to think of when she debuted. It was in the 2000s for sure, but we're 25 years into that at this point. So
yeah, I like how as old farts we're like, oh, this Muppet is only 30 years old.
Yeah,
man, Muppet Wiki is scary. Just people like Hot Pink Little Anything Muppet. They know where she was made. Like, which is the the base. Imagine the Muppet wiki about humans. Like, this is using the Caucasian model. We built off this.
That's why 23andMe is really scary, and if you work for them, you probably have a wiki, some type of nonsense for all of the different ways that DNA is done.
Yeah. I don't think All Time Action is going to do the 23andMe
No.
bracket just yet, but give it another 4 years. We'll see. We'll revisit that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of fun things in this. I know we're getting an influx now that I'm assuming babies are being put to bed of people watching and likes. If you have any questions for us, we're probably only going to go for a few more minutes, so feel free to leave those comments in there. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly go through them now that I was smart enough to make the font legible.
Well, I did a little prep work, and I've got some bracket breakdown if you want to do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
In the East, you got the old Doozer versus Fraggle matchup in the first round with Flange versus Gobo.
There he is.
So you got that. We talked about the Electric Mayhem mishap that we've got Lips versus Zoot.
Yeah.
And then Julia versus the Cat in the Hat, I think, is going to be an interesting one because Julia is a polarizing character, and the Cat in the Hat's inclusion is going to be a little, shall we say, ill-received by a few people in this group.
Yeah. But Julia, is that the autistic puppet that they added?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are there no pictures of this character? Oh, there it is. I have to click another link.
She's pink.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when she was introduced. Yeah, I'm going with Julia definitely because this isn't a this isn't a effing God, what's it? Geisel? Why do I remember Geisel and not Dr. Seuss? What the hell's wrong with me?
Well,
yeah,
she's also Sesame Street. So where's your line, Frank?
You know what? Asterisk me too. I don't belong here. Yeah, that's cool. All right, yeah, that's another one. Wow.
I'm thinking, out of the East, I think we'll see a Piggy versus Kermit Elite Eight, but you've got some strong feelers in there with Ernie, Mr. Snuffleupagus, and then I got a dark horse of Sweetums coming out of the East. That's your top left.
Oh, all right, top left. Got it. Sorry, that's the problem with zooming in. I'm being terrible at this. There he is.
So yeah,
Sweetums. That was the one comment we did get that didn't get through the censors. Is that if what was it? Hold on, I had the whole thing up a minute ago. I'll read it out. Yeah, if it isn't Sweetums, I'm going to Riot in the Streets or Gonzo. Gonzo is acceptable. Okay, maybe David Bowie. David Bowie not on the bracket. Sorry, real human.
David Bowie not in the bracket.
Oh. I don't know if everyone else is getting that, but you're breaking up, and that would be the best time to break up when you're talking bad about David Bowie. David Bowie demands to be in the bracket. The ghost of David Bowie is here.
What represents human?
Yes. All right. What else? What's another bracket you want to go through? Another region, I mean. Oh, we may have to end early if you're breaking up. Let's see. We'll give it a minute.
Bowie can pass for a human.
I'm going to give Eric 1 minute to reset. If he does not come back, and we have to end here, let us all agree. Let's all agree that the ghost of David Bowie probably likes, follows, subscribes, non-productive, and was very angry about not being included. Also, look at this right here. You know, I unironically listen to Muppet Animal versus Buddy Rich drum solos on YouTube just for fun, for the joy of it. All right, Eric is restarting now. We're going to see if he can come in to walk us through the two more regions. If not, you know what to do. All Time Action is exclusively on Facebook. So go to facebook.com, create a fake account, log in, join All Time Action, and vote. Or maybe we could, force him to do this on our Discord as well. That's right, peer pressure, the way of moving forward. While I'm on it, I'm going to go through a couple of characters myself in the other regions. I'm going to be in the West. For me, let me add that as a share. In the West, obviously, Hoots the Owl, Wayne and Wanda, Big Bad Wolf is cool, and Big Bird, and Ralph the Dog. Ralph the Dog, in my opinion, is probably... so I moved on to the West just...
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Ralph. He could be a good move, but the second round matchups that I'm seeing a Fozzie versus Telly possibility.
Oh
The
man.
Grover versus Animal, the Big Bird versus Ralph, and the winners of those matchups likely move on all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, those are big names.
It's a strong one.
Yeah, this is a good region.
I'd go to the Midwest there, and then we'll save the South for last because the South is murderer's row.
Okay, Midwest.
So the key matchups I saw were Guy Smiley versus the Yip Yips.
Oh, that's yeah.
Because
these are the two action figures they've made recently for collectors, for like adult our age collectors who'd be collecting things from Yip Yips and Guy Smiley are like one of 5 maybe like Super 7 action figures for Sesame Street. So obviously they're the deep cuts, but not deep enough, and something that someone's going to spend $20 to have on a shelf behind them.
Right. And it's like the kind of dichotomy. You've got, Guy Smiley, a fleshed out character versus a fun gimmick, which is what the Muppets
100%.
are in the first place. So which way do you lean with what you think your Muppet is better at?
Yeah.
Then you've got Slimy versus Bear. That one will be fun. And then you got a little 90s fun with the Ghost of Christmas Present versus Clifford.
That's awesome.
So the way I see that bracket going, the top end of it's kind of wide, but the bottom is heavy. You've got Statler and Waldorf. You've got Elmo. You've got, I hate to say it, the Grinch is going to have some weight.
Yeah.
Just
George the Janitor, man, that's interesting. But Uncle Traveling Matt, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a difficult one.
Now, I think, is Ma Otter in that, or is that
Ma Otter? I think maybe against Statler and Waldorf.
Yes.
Oh,
that's a rough first round.
What I really enjoy about this is it's the two different personalities of Muppet fans coming at each other. I think maybe Slimy the Worm versus Big the Bear is a little bit worse because it's like, oh, this is my childhood. I love this. It's so good. And the other group is like, I'm a homeless menace. Vote Worm. And both work.
Didn't Slimy just get a like a gold record on Nashville's Hall of Fame nonsense? I just saw that.
That seems like the world.
Let's see if I can pull up the pick.
Oh my God.
But while we're thinking about that, let's talk a little bit about the South.
Yeah.
So we got the South bracket, which it's heavy. It's a little frightening. In round 3, you're gonna see Cookie Monster go up against Oscar the Grouch, and I don't know what the hell to do about that.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be a shutout. I think Cookie Monster has a lot of love, but he didn't go vegan, but he went close, and that people don't like it when you get too healthy.
And
Don't like that.
we got a lot of curmudgeons in the group that are going to love some Oscar, and they're
Yes.
going to push them pretty far.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see Bert versus Scooter in a fantastic matchup of who's the facilitator, basically.
Goddamn.
And then you got the Count, and the Count's strong. It's a strong one to go with. I think what we see is Gonzo versus the Count, and Gonzo taking it. But I've been proven wrong before, and we'll see.
I'm gonna put my hat my thumb on the scales for Janice, my first Muppet crush.
Okay.
My last. I came around on Miss Piggy, guys. I see it now. Yeah. So this is a killer competition.
Now, who do you see getting bounced early?
So
I could see some Piggy hate happening, and she'll fall a little earlier than you'd expect.
Oh yeah, she is a woman on the internet
group.
So what group? Where is she? What region is she on?
Piggy is in. Where is Piggy?
All right, I'm gonna do this. I got the computer.
She's in the east.
Yeah, there she is.
Okay. I think we're gonna see a Piggy Kermit Elite 8, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, so she is gonna be up against. First round is it Sheep or Convincing John? Can't see which way this goes.
She goes up against the Sheep.
Okay.
The Sheep that Ernie counts.
I think she's safe there. I think if she ends up going up against Snuffy, which is...
No, she'd be going up against Convincing John or Limbo, and then she would go on against the winner of Snuffy and Tamir and one above them.
Yeah. I think that's where she's going to get pushed out, potentially. But I agree. I think there's a lot... There'd be... not necessarily. There are going to be people who see the joke in Miss Piggy and realize it's fun, and there's going to be people who are going to lean into the "this is abuse." I don't want her in here anymore. So that's a difficult one. I think a lot of the Sesame Street characters are going to go further than we expect, and I think the gimmicky actual Muppets from the Muppet Show are going to get kicked out real quick. I don't think the Yip Yips are going to make it far. For example, I mean they have a hard initial battle with Guy Smiley, but there's a couple of things that if you just told me where would you vote? Would you want this character to be the best Muppet ever? I'd say yeah, and then you see them in the competition, you're like, no way, they're not going to make it past the first or second round. And with 128, it's going to be brutal. All right, so I think we could probably wrap things up now. We'll give people calls to action. I think you're breaking up a little bit again, which is reasonable because I'm assuming you're being doxxed as we do the show by Muppet purists who are angry that you've included other Jim Henson properties in this, and rightly so. You're a bad person, and I think if you weren't a bad person, you would say something about that right now. There we go. We'll give Eric a minute to rejoin, but I think we're going to do my call to actions at the end of the show. It was great having him on. It's great talking to doing things with All Time Action. I love the group. It's a lot of fun. Please do comment on this video if you are not on Facebook, and maybe we can again twist Eric's arm to put this somewhere else as well, so that he has even more busy work trying to tabulate and combine all these votes and stuff, because that's essential for me personally to see him exhaust what little free time he has as a relatively newly engaged man to this ridiculous pursuit that does not matter. I can't wait for him to hear this part because I have thrown him under the bus for the last minute, and rightly so. Eric, you're back.
I am back. I'm not getting doxxed. That's the last thing I heard.
I was saying, I was telling our fans to leave comments if they're not on Facebook and can't just join and vote. Either create a fake account to join and vote, or just leave comments on YouTube, Twitch, wherever. Most likely YouTube, and maybe we could twist your arm in doing this someplace in addition to Facebook. That way, we could force you to tabulate all those votes and waste
so
even more of your life on this pursuit.
You see how bad I am with connectivity running off a Chromebook.
Yeah,
that has no memory to run this.
I just want to see every last moment you have dedicated to this project, where people aren't even grateful most of the time. They're angry at you, and that's wonderful.
Always angry. I mean, I got Fortnite to play right after this, so
yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug other than the group right now?
I mean, I'm not doing anything other than the group right now. I'm not booked anywhere. I'm not booking anything. I'm quasi-retired, and if anybody's actually watching this, that's the first I'm saying it kind of out loud to anybody. I'm kind of retired from the comedy community at this point.
Honestly, congrats on that and on the engagement and on the group. But also, if Janice doesn't make it all the way, you're dead to me.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's reasonable, right?
I'm aware.
Yeah. You know how it works. All right, folks, you know how it is. Like, follow, subscribe, share the URL, do whatever you want. And most importantly, vote. This is the only election that matters anymore because, you know, the whole death of democracy thing. That
we did run that. We did greatest president of the United States in an action movie.
Yeah. Wait, who?
Thomas J. Whitmore from Independence Day won that one.
Oh, yes. How could he not have? I was about to ask if Bill Paxton or Bill Pullman won for some reason because I'm stupid. But yes, I knew what you meant. Yeah. The guy.
Yeah, it was Pullman.
Yeah, it was Pullman who did it. Yes. I don't think Paxton ever played a president, which is a shame.
He did not.
Damn it. Another asterisk for the books. I don't know how that counts as an asterisk, but I'm making it count as an asterisk.
It's a posthumous asterisk from a contest that ended 4 years ago.
Yes. Great. So like, follow, subscribe, do the thing, share the URL, and be very angry about it. And thank Eric's fiance for giving us something fun to do other than, you know, read each other's actual Facebook statuses, which are just not good. They're not good.
Create a second profile. Vote twice.
Yes, do it. No one is checking. It's fine. No. America first. I should stop ending podcasts with America first. I'm probably going to be on the list. All right. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Have a good one, guys.